Hello and welcome to yet another brand new edition of Colors of India, your weekly cultural diary on Rajya Sabha TV. I am Tina Jha with all the latest on the cultural front in the week gone by. As always, let's begin with the highlights of today's episode. First up on the show this week, an adaptation of Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot. Next, a painting exhibition by Shohini Banerjee. And finally, we take you to the launch of a book on Gandhian philosophy. Theatre lovers in Delhi recently got an opportunity to experience the magic of Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot. The Hindi comedy play was presented by the Renaissance Theatre Society at the 16th edition of the Nat Samrat Natya Utsav.
कुछ भी नहीं किया जा सकता। मैं भी इसी नतीजे पर पहुंच रहा हूं।
Hindi adaptation of Samuel Beckett's classic play, Waiting for Godot, gripped the Delhi audience with its interesting characters and hilarious dialogues.
तुम हो? मैं हूं। मुझे डर था तुम नहीं लौटोगे। अच्छा हुआ तुम लौट आए। हाँ, अच्छा ही हुआ। हमारी जोड़ी सदा सलामत रहे। अपने इस मिलने की खुशी में क्या किया जाए? आओ गले मिले। उठो। अभी नहीं बाबा, अभी नहीं।
The 90-minute-long play was staged during the 16th Nat Samrat Natya Utsav.
खूबसूरत नजारा है। ओह, क्या कहने?
Presented by Renaissance Theatre Society and directed by renowned actor, writer and director Mohit Tripathi, the play tickled the funny bones of theatre buffs.
तुम बहुत बेरहम हो।
नट सम्राट थिएटर ग्रुप की स्थापना मैंने और मेरे कुछ दोस्तों ने मिलकर की थी 1998 में, और 1998 से लेके 20 साल का सफ़र हम लोगों ने तय किया है, और इसमें लगभग 40 नाटकों के 1300 से ऊपर हमने मंचन किए हैं देश व विदेश में। तो अपने नाटकों के मंचन तो हम हर साल करते हैं, डेली करते हैं, मगर मुझे लगा कि एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म हो जिसमें देश के सारे कलाकार एक साथ इकट्ठे होकर काम करें। तो मेरे मन में ख्याल आया था लगभग 15 साल पहले। तो जब से हमने अपने नाट्य उत्सव की शुरुआत की ताकि सारे कलाकार एक मंच पे इकट्ठे होकर काम करें।
बस हम ये चाहते थे कि एक प्लेटफॉर्म हो जिसमें हम कई सारे लोग एक साथ काम कर सकें। सब लोग अपना अपना प्लेस करते हैं। आज जैसा आपको पता चलता है कभी श्री राम सेंटर में हो रहा है, कभी कमानी में हो रहा है, बट ये नहीं होता कि बहुत सारे आर्टिस्ट एक ही स्टेज को देख रहे हैं या उसमें एक साथ काम करें। तो बस यही एक इच्छा थी कि सब लोग मिलकर काम करें।
तो क्या कर रहे हो? देखते नहीं, पूछ उतार रहा हूं।
The play opened with two men, Vladimir and Aragon, waiting for Godot, who never turns up.
सुनो तो, भगवान के लिए मेरी मदद करो। बहुत चुभ रहा है। नहीं तो और क्या करेगा? ये भी कोई पूछने की बात है। सारे जहां के दुख दर्द पर सुनी।
Like the original play written by Samuel Beckett, this theatrical drama also reflected the idea of meaningless and nothingness in life.
बहुत दर्द हो रहा है। दर्द नहीं होगा तो और क्या होगा? ये भी कोई पूछने की बात है। बटन तो बंद कर लो।
Throughout the play, the two characters tried their best to engage themselves in several activities. Sometimes they fought with each other or made plans to commit suicide to escape boredom while waiting for Godot.
कभी-कभी सोचता हूँ जो होना है वो होकर ही रहेगा, और फिर हालत खराब हो जाती। मेरा मतलब है मैं शांत हो जाता, पर हताश। अजीब बात, कुछ भी नहीं किया जा सकता।
कलाकारी का जहाँ तक पक्ष है, मैं कहूँगा कि उन्होंने काफ़ी ध्यान आकर्षित करके रखा और भटकने नहीं दिया। मैं ये कहूँगा कि उनका जो संवाद अदायगी का तरीका था वो ख़ास तौर से आकर्षक था, और एक्टिंग वाइज मुझे लगता है कि जो दो मेन कैरेक्टर थे उन्होंने काफ़ी बांध के रखा। उसके बाद भी जो दो कैरेक्टर आए उन्होंने भी अच्छा किया, और ओवरऑल मतलब मैं कहूँगा बहुत अच्छा प्ले था।
The other two interesting characters in the play were Pozzo and Lucky.
मैं हूँ पोज़ो। ये वो नहीं, हो ही नहीं सकता। सुना नहीं कह रहा, उसी का नाम गॉडो है, हो ही नहीं सकता।
The master-slave duo amused everyone with their unique costumes and crackling dialogues. The scene where Vladimir put Lucky's hat on his head, asking him to think aloud, stood out.
पंचर बलवान और वॉटमैन नादान की सार्वजनिक धारणाओं के अनुसार उस ईश्वर के अस्तित्व को अगर स्वीकार कर लिया जाए जिसकी दाढ़ी सफेद है, कैं 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 कैं.
As directed, Lucky began to spout a long stream of words and phrases that amount to gibberish. And as he went on, the other three suffer more and more and finally throw themselves on him and seize his hat to make him stop.
अभी तक मैंने इस प्ले को दिल्ली में होते हुए बहुत कम देखा और इसके बारे में जितना सुना था कि बहुत स्लो प्ले है और ऐसा है, ये है वो है, ऐसा कुछ भी देखते हुए नहीं लगा क्योंकि एक्टिंग बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी थी. मतलब कहीं पे भी आप बोर नहीं हो सकते, बहुत मैच्योर एक्टिंग हो रही थी. और मुझे उनका गेटअप भी बहुत अच्छा लगा, मेकअप और कॉस्ट्यूम से जो उन्होंने यूज़ किया था. अपने पूरी टीम के जो मेकअप आर्टिस्ट थे उन्होंने काफ़ी अच्छा काम किया था. तो मुझे जो सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छी चीज़ लगी वो एक मैच्योर एक्टिंग लगी. कहीं से भी ऐसा नहीं लग रहा था कि कुछ कॉमेडी करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, वो हो रही थी चीज़ें, तो वो बहुत अच्छा लगा. एक फ्लॉलेस परफॉर्मेंस थी.
The show turned out to be an enriching theatrical experience as all characters interacted effortlessly as though they were real. Mohit Tripathi, who plays Aragorn, left no stone unturned in playing his character brilliantly. His crackling dialogues and impeccable expressions won the audience's hearts.
खामोश, मुझे कुछ सुनाई दे रहा है. दिल की धड़कन लानत है. खामोश. हो सकता है रुक गई हूँ. इसके मुंह से और मेरे पाँव से.
Not just the acting, his direction in the play was also brilliant. Every dramatic scene or element was meticulously placed, keeping the audience's interest in mind and making the play enjoyable for one and all. Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot stands as one of the iconic theatrical works of the 20th century. It offers a natural arena for understanding the nature of multiple universes and what it might mean to live in a reality that is but one universe among many. It makes tangible what is at stake in an apparently abstract scientific debate. That's why it is also known as one of those plays belonging to the theatre of absurd genre. We hope you like this presentation by the Renaissance Theatre Society. On that note, time for a very short break on the program. Lots more coming up on the other side. Do stay with us. On the other side of the break, a solo painting exhibition of works by Sohini Banerjee. Welcome back after the break. Let's now take you to a solo show of paintings by Sohini Banerjee. Her paintings portrayed scenes from our daily lives, scenes that are extremely familiar to our eyes and relate to our surroundings. At the All India Fine Arts and Crafts Society in Delhi, artist Sohini Banerjee displayed some fascinating paintings depicting scenes from everyday life. Most of her paintings offered a glimpse of different cities and countries where she lived, or villages in West Bengal, Pink City, Jaipur, streets of Old Delhi, and Chinatown. Sohini has been painting since childhood, inspired by the everyday unfolding of the seasons, impressions of city life, and a glimpse of the village around Kolkata. In this exhibition, she introduced an interplay of concave shadows, convex lights, and colored tones to convulse the walls, streets, waters, clouds, and paddy sheaves into an undulating plastic mask.
कलर्स वगैरह भी अच्छे हैं, कलरिंग जो मतलब जिस चीज़ के लिए जो जहाँ जिस पेंटिंग में जो होनी चाहिए उन्होंने कलर्स वो वाला यूज़ किया, जिसमें ज़्यादा मतलब किसी पेंटिंग में जो चीज़ उभर के आनी चाहिए, जिसमें ज़्यादा फोकस होनी चाहिए, उन्होंने बढ़िया तरीके से किया है। वो काफ़ी
मतलब जैसे ओल्ड दिल्ली की पेंटिंग लगाई है इन्होंने, उसका थीम यूज़ करके, तो लग रहा है कि काफ़ी बेसिकली इन्होंने डीप इसको इस व्यू किया है जिस जो भी आर्टिस्ट है, और उसके अकॉर्डिंग फिर उन्होंने उसको उस पे लेके आए हैं कैनवास पर।
The painter evoked the vast immensity of nature and captured its intoxicating perfumes by the closed, claustrophobic forms, convergent lines, and broken cubes of storied architecture leading to temples and monasteries. Sohini preferred oil as a medium to provide the body and sheen or conceal the brush strokes. She used acrylic too in several places. For example, to show the makeshift, ephemeral nature of the wooden bridge in Thailand Swamp.
कलर का काफ़ी अच्छे तरीके से यूज़ किया गया, और इनकी जो सोचकर गहराई पेंटिंग में दिख रही है वो उनकी थीम भी अच्छी है और गहराई भी काफ़ी डीपली उन्होंने सोच करके ये पिक्चर पे उतारा है, तो काफ़ी इम्प्रेसिव लग रहा है मुझे ये
देख के। बहुत अच्छा लगा, और यहाँ पे जो उन्होंने नेचर को और ये बिल्डिंग्स वगैरह को कैप्चर किया है, अपनी इमेजिनेशन को पेंटिंग्स में लाए हैं, बहुत अच्छा लगा। कलर्स भी काफ़ी सुंदर हैं, ब्राइट हैं, और कुछ कुछ तो बहुत ज़्यादा सुंदर हैं, जिसमें उन्होंने ऐसा हमें लग रहा है कि हम वो नेचर के पास ही आ गए हैं, ऐसा लग रहा है।
All of Sohini's paintings were vivid and brimming with life and color. One such work that captivated viewers was Homecoming, Fishermen on the Ganga. The painting depicted a boat being steered home by fishermen across River Ganga. From lively village scenes to nightlife after rain, the painter captured them all on canvas. Another painting titled Right to Live showed lively village scenes. The colours and the careful blending made it truly spectacular. The painter beautifully merged multiple colours on her canvas in a convincing manner to depict the different impressions of city life and village scenes. The paintings took the viewers to their desired destinations of peace and beauty. What an impressive collection of works by the painter. We hope you too like the simplicity and brilliance of the painter reflected aptly in her works. On that note, time for another quick breather on the show. Still more lined up for you on the other side. Don't go anywhere. When we return, we take you to a book launch. Welcome back once again. Time now to take you to the launch of a book, Gandhi and Philosophy on Theological Anti-Politics. Authored by Shaj Mohan and Divya Dwivedi, the book offers a philosophical study into the thoughts and writings of Mahatma Gandhi. Shaj Mohan and Divya Dwivedi unveiled their latest book, Gandhi and Philosophy on Theological Anti-Politics, in Delhi recently. The book was launched by Romila Thapar, Emerita Professor of History, Jawaharlal Nehru University. The book launch was followed by a discussion with eminent authors such as Robert Bernaskny, Edwin Earl Sparks Professor of Philosophy, Pennsylvania State University, and Hartosh Singh Bal, Political Editor of the Caravan magazine. The book Gandhi and Philosophy on Theological Anti-Politics is a collective work of Shaj Mohan and Divya Dwivedi, offering a new approach to the study of Gandhian thought.
Gandhi is one of those figures who defines modern India, and a number of disciplines follow what Gandhi had to say about India and the whole civilization, especially modern and Western civilization. But most of the large number of studies on Gandhi till date have focused either on what his inheritance was, whether he was thinking in the Western mode, inspired by Christianity or Tolstoy, Taylor and others, or he was inspired by certain Indic traditions like Vaishnavism. And Gandhi's originality did not appear in these accounts. And another strand of Gandhi's studies has focused on the biographies of Gandhi in order to find what defines the man. But the attention still remains on Gandhi as a politician. And we felt that it was very important to do a study of the underlying system of Gandhi's thought, which has to be done beyond what the discipline of history can offer and the modes of biography can offer.
In the book, the authors conduct an in-depth philosophical study into the thoughts and writings of Mahatma Gandhi, examining his political and scientific thoughts as expressed in his writing.
It's a book which looks at Gandhi as a non-philosophical object, because Gandhi was not himself a philosopher, but he was an entirely unique, distinct kind of thinker. There is nothing that is comparable. But at the same time, he thought in an extremely systematic way, which is very similar to theologies and metaphysics. So our attempt had been to create a philosophical study of Gandhi, which should provide a unity to the 100 volumes of his writings, and at the same time find the nature of the system and find the limits of the system and find where the system would lead us.
Unlike the large number of studies on Gandhi that talk about his influences, this book does not simply paraphrase Gandhi in the context of his philosophy of non-violence or the Satyagraha movement. It tries to look for the fundamental assumptions that Gandhi had before putting his thoughts into action. The book presents a breakthrough in philosophy by foregrounding modern and scientific elements in Gandhi's thought, animating the dazzling materialist concepts in his writings, and opening philosophy to the new frontier of nihilism. And time now for our weekly cultural calendar, where we tell you all about the upcoming cultural events in your city. An event, Colors with Chitra, will be held at Shilpkala Vedika, High Tech City in Hyderabad, 6 p.m. on the 17th of March. The Prithvi Theatre in Mumbai will host an event, Barsat Rang, Compositions on Holi by Shubhra Guha, 6:30 p.m. onwards on the 15th of March. Another event, Teen Prahar, is scheduled to be held at Chaudhia Memorial Hall, Malleshwaram, 6 p.m. on the 17th of March. The Art East Festival 2019 will be held at the IIC Main Complex, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. between 14th to 16th of March. And in Mumbai, a musical event, Golden Voice, Golden Years, Pandit Jasraj, will be held at Sharmukhanand Hall, Comrade Harbans Lal Marg, 7 p.m. on the 15th of March. If similar cultural events are being held in your city, you can send us details on sabrang.rstv@gmail.com. We'll try and include those in our weekly cultural calendar. You can also send us your feedback and suggestions about our program. In case you missed the television broadcast, you can watch the episode on YouTube and Twitter. So that's it from us this week on Colors of India. We'll be back same time next week with another brand new edition. Until then, take very good care of yourself. It's a goodbye from the entire team.
पंचर बलवान और वॉटमैन नादान की सार्वजनिक धारणाओं के अनुसार